Maya and Dan are here, our best friends, and we're showing them everything.
Oh, you really piped up the jams for the cam.
I was so tired 2 seconds ago. We're just gonna take them through our whole, we have like our whole routine here. We do the farmer's market, we get the coffee. We're so excited. We got Maya's order. We got half cold brew, half an oat milk draft latte. Give her a go.
Oh, you got it too? Yours looks different.
Well, Caroline got 60-40.
Yes.
I got 80-20 and you guys have 50-50.
I felt really bad. We're so sorry. But then again, like, we're in the Hamptons. We can't be the worst of it here, Like, we're good.
Wait, and Dan and I. Oh, yeah. We got the goods. We secured the bag.
What'd you get?
We went to the Beach Bakery Grand Cafe. Got jelly croissants. The best in Manhattan.
The best in the town.
Jelly croissant.
Wow.
Give that thing a nice big old bite.
I don't normally get a full latte because I find it's too milky, and this is kind of like, I think this is gonna be my order. But they only have the draft lattes at La Colombe. We don't really have a La Colombe in Brooklyn.
Yeah, we're poor.
That's it. The farmer's market is so packed today. Like, we're not even looking for anything specific. It's just
And overnight.
You agree they look alike, right? Like, they're twinnies.
Those are mustard.
Okay, we did the whole morning situation. We made breakfast, and now we just got changed. Got dressed on TikTok and did like a few options. But I landed on, like, you can barely see, but this little skirt that I got from Princess Polly. I brought this with me to Tel Aviv, wore it out, and it got so disgusting. I don't know how people wear like long maxi skirts that drag on the floor and keep things clean. Like, it's disgusting, but it's fine. I'm just gonna be walking outside. It's gonna get gross again. A little brandy tank, and then my lack of color hat that is my whole personality in the summer. But we're gonna go to Sag Harbor, maybe Southampton, just kind of show Maya and Dan around. And then later, Jack's parents' friends are having a beach party at their house, like literally like a whole shtick. I mean, we love an open bar, so we couldn't say no. So we're just packing up like just some second options for the day.
You wanna bring this?
Yeah. Okay. I'm wearing my Havaianas now just because they're more comfortable, but as we go into night, I'll change into these platforms from Princess Paul. A-line stuff like this anymore. Remember, like, everything had to be like a skater skirt? Like, I don't think it's flattering anymore.
How do we feel?
Oh, the pinky's
in the close-up.
This is so cute. Okay, guess how much you think it is?
180?
Oh, sweetheart.
More?
So young. So naive. I'm gonna say 284.
180?
295. Okay, I said 284. So,
Let's see.
Dan, last chance.
Oh. They thought I was low.
325. Ding, ding, ding.
What do I win?
You win it. We're at my absolute favorite grocery store. It's called Provisions. No stone left unturned. Like, every single fun, like, wellness, just like fancy brand. It's like, just walking down the aisles is so fun. Like, you name it, they have it. Oh my God, the best.
Maya, what did you end up getting?
I got the avocado goat cheese wrap, and then I got tempeh on the side.
Goop. Poop. And then we went to goop.
And then we went to Goop. We lived 9 lives yesterday. I swear to God, like, because we only have a few days here, and Dan's never been out here. Like, he's only been, when he comes to New York, he's only been to the city. Like, he's never been beyond, like, into Long Island. We had a lot of land to cover. But it's been so fun. Maya is my best friend in the world. Like, my best friend since we were 13. Like, we are sisters, and she lives in DC, and we don't get to spend this much, like, continuous time together. It's, like, usually really quick, so it's so special not only, like, to spend a whole weekend with her, but also to spend a whole weekend with, like, her and Jack, and like her and her boyfriend. When you really zoom out and think about it, like, this is all we've ever dreamed of, like, since we were little kids. However, my skin is giving nothing. I've sprouted I'm really exposing myself. I've sprouted 2 whiteheads overnight. What is that, honey? And I didn't bring pimple patches. Like I packed like a fucking idiot. I packed in 2 seconds. So I don't want to pop them. I'm just gonna have to ride it out, and like, that sucks. It's fine. We're going back to Brooklyn today, and Maya and Dan are gonna stay with us for a night. I think Jack's gonna stay out here and just spend a little more time with his family. He doesn't need to be in the office this week, and I do. As you grow up and you start to be like in a serious relationship, every time you go to visit your parents, it's kind of a given that like your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your significant other like will come with you. I can't recall the last time he spent an extended period of time with his family without me. Like, I feel like this is good. This is healthy. Because as a parent, like, you probably want your kids alone sometimes. So we're gonna get some bagels. We're gonna go to Goldberg's. If you know, you know. Out here, Goldberg's like has a fucking monopoly for bagels. I'm gluten-free, so like I'm not the litmus test of what a good bagel is, but I think their gluten-free bagels are as good as they can be. And then we're gonna take the train back to Brooklyn around like 2 p.m. You guys know I'm such a sucker for West Montpelier. Everything they make, it's so expensive, but it's so good, especially if you have sensitive skin. Like, it's an amazing brand. But they just came out with, this is their skin tint, and they just came out with kind of like glow drops. They're $58. I'm not proud, but like I needed, whoop, I just dropped the cap. I needed to know. And the tan shade was sold out online, but I was in Sag Harbor yesterday and they had this at the Goop store. Doesn't this packaging is so sexy. I couldn't wait, so I tried them on in the car. These are, it kind of looks like poop when I put it on my face, but it blends in really beautifully. In comparison to Stay Glowy Super Gel, I find these to be a little bit more oily, which is not a bad thing. It's just something to note, but it's nothing crazy. It's just a subtle glow. I really, really like them. Is it worth $58? Too early to call, but like I had to know. I had to know for science. Also, I really want to try that Hourglass skin tint. I've been seeing that everywhere and it just looks like it has really dank coverage, so that will also be my next. When you have a whitehead like this and you haven't popped it, sometimes it just kind of looks stupid when you try to cover it. I think I'm just gonna leave it. I think this is the best we have today. I'm just gonna put on like biker shorts and a tank, and then we're gonna get bagels.
Break her open.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, girls. Yum.
Hold on.
We're back in the city, or Brooklyn. Maya and Dan left yesterday and Jack's still in the Hamptons. Normally I really revel like in being alone at home and like him not being here. Like, I fucking love it. I don't know why it feels different this time. Like, I feel a little weird. I think it's because I'm coming off of like a 5-day stint of like being with my best friend and being with her boyfriend and being with Jack, and then all of a sudden like I'm in my empty apartment alone. It just feels off, and honestly I feel a little anxious, and then I spiral even further because I'm like, holy fuck, am I codependent? Like, that's so losery. Like have I lost my independence? Like, girl in a relationship in her late 20s can't spend 2 nights in her apartment alone. Like, I used to live alone and fucking love it. Like, best year of my life, and I always say it was the best year of my life. Like, what is happening right now? Honestly, like, the vibes have just been off. So I went to an event tonight that I was like kind of iffy about going just because I was feeling weird, and I'm like, should I go? It was so good. I'm really glad that I went. It was an event for this period brand called Here We Flow with Hanky Panky, the underwear brand. They're always at Nordstrom Rack. So we always had Hanky Pankies growing up because they were always on sale. So I went to the event, got myself some pink little panties, gonna feel cute, and then I took myself out to dinner. A solo dinner, like getting out of your house and like doing something in public, even when I'm not talking to anyone, like I literally just popped in my AirPods and listened to the toast. It just makes you feel better. It's good for the soul. And I always feel cool when I go out to dinner alone. Like, 'cause I'd feel people looking at me being like, she's so fucking cool. And it helped. I didn't do a full shop by any means. I just went to West Side Market in the West Village because I was over there. I'm gonna be in the office tomorrow and Thursday. And like, when you work in an office and you get in at 9:30, like I feel like I'm not hungry until like 11. And it's like that awkward time where it's like, well, I don't want to eat breakfast at home, so I've just been trying to bring breakfast so I don't miss a meal. Have you had these? The Coco June little coconut yogurt. The only way I can express it is it tastes like a cloud. Like, the texture is just like, it's so whipped but also thick, so good. I got the strawberry rhubarb flavor Wednesday and Thursday, and I've been spending way too much money on coffee, so I just got some La Colombe cold brew. I usually get these at Trader Joe's, but I honestly think they're a dupe of this brand. It's coconut water blended with coconut meat. This is so much better than regular coconut milk. I can't explain it. It just has the best consistency. This with coffee in the summer, so good. It's a new day and I'm feeling much better. Going to the office honestly helped. And now actually I'm doing something really fun. I'm going to, oh my god, it's my first time at Cutler Salon. If you live in New York, you know Cutler Salon is like a coveted, like fancy fucking salon. But Redken, the hair care brand, is doing like a gloss treatment. So this is crazy. I'm going to Cutler Salon, gonna go get a gloss treatment. I don't think I've gotten a gloss in years. It just makes your hair like look really shiny. I'm really trying so hard not to be a brat right now, because this was free. No one was making me do this, and like I'm so grateful from brand. Like it's really amazing. This is just like not what I asked for, not what I expected. I had a balayage, now I don't. I mean, my hair is black now. I sent an email just like seeing what can be done. It's the next morning. I needed to sleep on it, but I feel like you guys can get like a better look, like a better understanding of my hair in this light because it's the morning. The thing is, I know it looks good. I know it looks objectively good. It's just not what I'm used to. So I'm just like, and I called Maya after I got out of there. God bless her, but she was like, well, you know, you're really particular about your hair, so maybe this is a learning. Like maybe when these opportunities come along, maybe they're not for you. And I'm like, I know, but can you just coddle me for a sec? Like, but she's really right. Like I shouldn't have done it knowing how particular I am. But lesson learned, I'm either gonna end up going back there and they'll help me out, or it will fade. But I was a baby last night and ordered Shake Shack because I felt bad for myself. It hits. Also, their fries are perfectly portioned. It was that, and then I got their lettuce wrap burger with avocado and bacon and Shack sauce. Whenever I'm feeling off, I always watch YouTube. Like, YouTubers are just so comforting. It's crazy how much I know about these people. Like, I feel kind of sick. Like, I was literally just listening to a podcast with JC Marie, and they were talking about like wedding regrets. And before she could even, she was like, I really only have one regret about my wedding. And before she could even say it, I was like, oh, like videographer. Like, why do I know? She knew too much. But especially when I lived alone, like watching YouTubers really helped fill the silence in my apartment. And like, I always say like they were my roommates. Like that's when I really got into YouTube. It's so cool to think that I can be that for you guys. It's different. Like it's different than following someone on Instagram or TikTok. Like watching someone on YouTube and like spending their day with them, like it's really fun. Like it's really fun. Like we get to hang out like this. And I enjoy filming so much because I enjoy watching YouTube so much. Like when me and Jack start up our TV, like we go right to the YouTube app. Like we don't go to like Netflix or HBO Max because he loves it too. Trust, when the Havens post a new vlog, it's curtains. Like we're watching immediately. But I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be better by making coffee at home. So I have, as if I'm making this from scratch, like it's packaged cold brew. I do the La Colombe cold brew. I bought the extra bold because I was feeling extra bold and it's really strong. I don't know what I expect, but I add to it. I love these, so good. And I also like that it's kind of hydrating because of the coconut water. And I could chug this, like it's so good on its own, but I really love it in coffee. We left the house. Jack's coming back home today, and I think I've reached the 7th stage of grief with the hair acceptance. I'm just a little nervous to shower, like the first shower after getting your hair cut or done. You're so vulnerable because you just don't know how it's gonna turn out. Like, of course my hair looks good because it's fucking blown out, but like when I'm left to my own devices, that's when we really know. But I'm doing a wee bit of shopping. I'm gonna go to Sephora and see if they have the Hourglass skin tint. I've been seeing it everywhere. I just need to know. I just need to try it on and see how I feel. We'll see. Yeah. Things from Sephora, a few things that I do not need, if we're being honest, and a few things that you do not need either, but it's just fun. Let's just talk about it. Oh, okay, the Hourglass. So they had it in stock. I tried on 2 shades. I put it on my arm. I felt like I was between shades. I really like the texture, and it's definitely that's something that I would have bought if I didn't already own the Westman Atelier Vital Complexion Drops. Like I really love that. They kind of serve the same purpose. It just wasn't a need. So I walked out clean. I'm really proud of myself for that. When you do create beauty content, it's really easy to justify like any fucking purchase. I'm like, oh, I can make a video with that. Like, I have so many complexion products that I genuinely like. Like, I love the Kosas foundation. I love the Westman Skin Tint. I love the Say foundation. How many products does one person need? Like, truly. With that in mind, this is what I got. The iconic London Prep Set Glow setting spray. This is the first thing I've ever bought from them. Violet Witchell. She's a food content creator, but she posted on her TikTok story that Grubhub or like delivery apps, you can have them go to Sephora for you and pick things up. Which sounds like a dangerous habit, and I definitely don't want to get into that. But she typically gets the same setting spray every time, but they fucked up her order and ended up sending her this last time. I've never seen someone look so glowy, so dewy. It smells like kind of like the Suave Apple Detangler from when you were a kid. Very excited about this. I saw this from Refi. This is their lip blush in the shade Orchid. And I've been really into this look lately with lips where it's not like super defined. It almost looks like you just made out with someone, where it's like a little kind of blurry, kind of messed up. Really pretty. I like that it's not super glossy, but it's not quite matte. I love it. And now you can kind of see that the setting spray has set in. My skin just looks like really dewy and healthy. I'm sold. I love this. I'll keep you updated on how my skin reacts to it. But first impression, I think it's amazing. A toner from Pharmacy, their Deep Sweep. Everything they make's always done really well with my skin, and I hear really good things about this toner. Like, everyone says it's amazing for acne scarring, so I hope I love it. Everything that I'm using and everything that I'm sharing in my videos on Instagram, TikTok, even here, I'm gonna be linking everything from now on in my Shop My. I was using Like to Know It before for linking things, and the interface was just like not user-friendly to the point where I was so frustrated with it that I like wasn't using it. And like I wasn't linking stuff for you guys, which is like annoying. Everything's linked below, all in one place. And if you can't find something, just DM me and I'll find it for you. Or maybe it's thrifted, I'm sorry. Jack is gonna be here in an hour and a half. I'm so excited. I feel like a little giddy schoolgirl. And this apartment is a fucking wreck. So I'm gonna end the vlog here and scrub until this place shines like the Chrysler Building. I think that's what they say, Matilda. Not Matilda, and Annie. But I love you guys so much. Thank you. I don't get to say enough, like, thank you so much for like your support and enthusiasm for YouTube. It's my smallest platform. It's my favorite platform. Like, I would pick this over anything else. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.